Welcome. I hope you are doing well as together we collectively sit to meditate, to greet the new moon as it rises in Gemini, as well as the beginning of a solar eclipse. This is a period of both darkness and light, represented not only in Gemini, the side of us we show to the world, the side of us we maybe hold back, hidden from others for fear of judgment, as well as the qualities of both fire, light, and darkness that exists within all. Tonight the moon moved across the path of the earth, obscuring the sun and creating a ring of fire across the sky. And this is often reminiscent of the light that exists around us all the time, yet that can be hard to see when obstacles arise that bring us into our ego, into separation from our higher self, as well as a higher energy or source that all beings are connected to. This is a wonderful time to begin to strengthen that muscle of stepping out of the fearful, limiting thoughts that may run across the expanse of the mind, like clouds before the rain comes, hiding the vast expansiveness of the sky, and instead choose faith, connection, trust. Fire is the transformative element. And by symbolizing a ring of fire around the darkness, we are encouraged to look at our own shadows within. And instead of pushing them down, suppressing, and in fact bringing more harm to ourselves, can we bring those shadows to light? Can we let the light of our soul transform the darkness into power? And that is truly what alchemy means. To take one substance and turn it into something much grander, much more valuable. You see, because our largest power comes from learning to accept the pieces of us that maybe others have a hard time finding love for. Conditional love is not love, it is control. And by choosing to love ourselves unconditionally, we step outside that grip of fear, that need for control, and back into trust, into flow. We are water, meant to be fluid like the ocean, rising and falling with the natural rhythms of life, but with surrender, with ease. And through our meditation, we are able to use the breath like the waves of the ocean to wear away slowly on the rocks created by the mind, the hardening around the heart, the tightness in the belly. And so at this time, maybe you come to a seated position, or if you'd like to be cradled by the earth, laying down a blanket or mat upon the ground, maybe the dewy grass, and feeling the firmness beneath you, feeling held. If you're sitting, maybe fold a blanket, allowing the hips to rise, the knees to melt down to the earth, the spine like the stem of a flower, rising long, strong towards the sky, chin gently drawing down to the heart. Wherever you are, bring the hands to the belly, cupping yourself softly. Begin to breathe. Listen. What is arising? Notice the quality of the palms of the hands on your skin. What are they communicating to yourself? What is the expression of you in this moment? And just as water changes shape depending on the container, can you allow the breath to shift that experience of self, to create more expansiveness, less resistance? Deepen the breath. Inhaling, filling the lower belly, the chest begins to lift up. Exhale like a wave, the navel hugs up and back towards the spine. Inhale fully, feeling the torso expand and grow. Exhale, shoulders gently soften down the back. Inhaling in. Exhaling, release. And again. Allow yourself to become absorbed in the natural rhythm of your own breath, the unique expression of life that you are. Every inhale, feeling the ribs expand as it greets life, prana. Every exhale, finding ease across the back and shoulders, grounding across the legs. Let there be softness around the forehead and eyes. The tongue soft in the mouth, jaw gently parted. And as the mind does what the mind does so well and begins to wander, can you smile, grateful for the awareness, the moment in which to create a stronger ability to concentrate on what you choose, and come back to the breath. Every time we do this process of becoming aware and unconditionally directing love back towards self, we strengthen the muscle of connection to our state of being, our intuition, as well as our connection to the world around us. It is impossible to see what is going on if instead you are stuck in a constant loop of the story of the ego. Allow the breath to bring you back into the heart space and to the warmth of your own soul. Inhaling in. Exhaling with a gentle sigh. Settling in deeper. If you'd like, you can begin to let the awareness to expand, maybe listening to the sound around you, the gentle call of the birds, rustling of insects, gentle hum of a fan or an air conditioning unit. not identifying with the noises, but instead just opening to the experience of life in its entirety. Stepping out of that need for perfect conditions, because what is perfect except a judgment? And simply finding acceptance for what is. What is this present moment? And stay with the breath. Inhaling, feel the chest rise, the heart lift up towards the sky. Exhale. Inhaling and releasing. Deep cleansing breaths. Bringing the awareness back to breath if it's wandered. Coming into the home of the body. So often our attention is drawn away from ourselves, away from our own internal experience. The body constantly doing its best to communicate its needs. But do we listen? Maybe in this moment you'd like to bring your hands to a part of you that needs some extra love. Pressing the palms down firmly and gently. On the next inhale, feeling the body as it expands and grows and fills with the breath. The exhale, that subtle shift down, back towards earth. Inhaling as the body lifts up towards the cosmos, the sky. Exhaling as you ground down to the mother, the earth upon which you've walked, who bears witness to every moment of your journey. And even when you are unaware, sends you love, support, and encouragement through her offerings of the air, the trees, food, the grass in which to walk and run. Acknowledging in this moment the true abundance that exists around you in all moments of your day. If you simply allow yourself to see. Either keeping the hands here, directing that loving, gentle, kind energy back into the home of you, or maybe releasing the hands, coming back to that meditative posture, back to the breath, your anchor, your friend. Again, using the awareness to check in. Where have you gone? Are you with the body? This precious temple which houses you as you walk across the earth? Or have you fallen back into the holdings of the mind, the musings of the ego as it works to control the experience? And simply smile, grateful for this opportunity to be alive, to be here, to be present, and come back to the breath. It is through the practice of meditation we can begin to cultivate our experience of life more mindfully, realizing just as the sun truly is still there, beaming its light for all beings, spreading across our galaxy, endlessly unfolding for us. The light within you cannot be obscured. You are light. And simply by remembering what you are, you begin to dispel the darkness that the ego has started to create, shining the light of the soul onto our own fears, limiting beliefs, and realizing they were never real to begin with. It is not necessarily about undoing, but simply remembering the truth. And I leave with you today, in this powerful time of transformation, a few questions upon which to ponder as you move through the rest of your week. Who are you? What are you? And how do you serve? Allow yourself to investigate these further, bringing in the practice of swadhyaya, self-study, and learning more about what your path, your unique dharma, is meant to be. We'll end our practice together with the sound of Om, the sound of remembering the power of creation, the power of sustaining life, moving forward, and the power of letting things go so you can begin anew. And the liminal space of silence in which new possibilities begin to arise. First, inhaling in deeply, exhaling with a gentle sigh. Inhale for Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. May your soul know peace, and may you share that peace with all beings who come across your path. And may it then be returned to you tenfold. You are seen for the work you are doing. You are loved for the perfection of who you are. No, you are never alone. There are so many unseen rooting you on, praying for you, holding you in the light even when you feel you're in darkness. You are the light. There can be no darkness in the presence of light. And all one simply has to do is remember. Namaste. I bow to you.